Hi, my name is Azad Mohammed. I am 50 years old. We're going in 51. I'm a fisherman for the past 30 years, you could say. Because since I was a little boy of fishing and trying to make ends meet, I do private transport. I do all kind of things to survive because as a fisherman you cannot survive as a fisherman alone. It's very hard. Because it have some days fish will hold something for weeks here hold nothing. Right? And if you don't know to do anything else, tiger eat your bait. You can't mind your family. You can't, survive. Right?
How important is the cell phone to a fisherman?
Well, it's very important because you want to communicate with people inland when you're outside there, right? For emergency, anything could happen outside there. It's like if you're walking into a hazardous place, you understand? Anything could happen anytime, right? Outside in the sea with a fisherman, a cell phone is so important, right? But the whole thing about it with the cell phone, we have problems with getting through, getting contact from outside. Sometimes you try to make a call and you just go blank because of the communication system we have here is not as good, It's important to have a cell phone. As a fisherman, you must have a cell phone. I use my cell phone for everything.
Like what?
Well, to call home to make sure everybody okay. I mean, to communicate with other fishermen, to communicate with, everybody. Everything you do, you need a cell phone.
You catch fish, then what?
Well, when you catch fish, you have to look to market it, right? And that is important. When you catch a fish, you have to try to protect it first. Make sure that it's in good condition, that that it would be healthy for people to eat, and safe. And then after you have to look to market it, you have to look. First thing, when you come ashore, you have to make sure that you get it onto your boat and try to get it to a fishing port. Or if you can't get to a fishing port, you call somebody a vendor who will buy the fish. And if that vendor don't want it, you have to call the next one. Long time, what we have to do, we have to take the fish now and go to different vendors and beg them to buy your fish. And even go to the market and beg to sell it, right? And most of the time they give you next to nothing because you come in by them for them to buy, right? And now when you call them here, there's an option now with them and yourself and the other vendors, right? If you call a vendor and he tell you he coming now and you find it taking too long and you call him again and he give you maybe a next kind of story, you could call a next vendor and you're sure about somebody gonna come, right? And then if they want to give you a bad price, you call the next man and confirm right there if you could, you could do better or not. I like it so that, that I grew up with. I can't do it all. Right? But you see, the vendors in this country, they
Run into it.
they run it and they take advantage of you. Fish prices are so high because of the vendors. We have no control. You understand? If the vendor say $10, you have to take $10. They will go outside and they will sell it back in the wholesale market now for maybe 20. And then that will go to the other vendor who retailing now and then it will go up. You understand? But we, the fishermen, when fish selling, $30 as I say, in the market or on the road, right? We, the fishermen, will get about 15, 14, you understand? Half of the price, sometimes less. Sometimes they give us $9 and they go and they sell it for 20. Wholesale. That's wholesale. We are talking about retail. When it reach on the retail market, it's plenty more, right? And especially if you work on a weekend or a public holiday and you come in with the fish, man, they take advantage of you. That's why most fishermen can't. Our problem is security. My boat pack up home because I cannot work every day because of security problem. If I go to work today, I have to make sure I tow back my boat home. You understand? Our port is not a deep port to say that you will come in anytime and go out anytime. You have to work with the tide. So sometimes when you're working, the fish might hold in 2 hours time and you have to spend 20 hours to try to get that fish. We have to have gas. We have to have we have to have our nets and everything up to mark. Everything have to be, your engine have to be working perfect.
How important is ice
Yes, ice is very important. We must carry ice in coolers. So we have to go to buy it by different ice depots that sell. right? In my district, where we in the bird sanctuary, it's a real problem. We have to go to Sawa or Port of Spain, right, to buy the ice. And if you go to Sawa, you're buying ice retail like the normal small bags. So it's very costly. Most of the time I have to come quite Orange Valley to buy my ice and go back. Or Shogunas to the ice factory in Shogunas. And then in Shogunas in the ice factory, they charge us more like a retail price. You understand?
So you buy it in not any blocks, any cubes.
Yeah, we buy in the cube and blocks. Right? If we buy in any blocks like in Shogunas area, we have to pay the retail price, which is very, very high. Right? We will buy it in the cubes in Orange Valley, or we go in Port of Spain market and buy it. It all depends on how you work, right? It has some days you'll spend up to $150 an ice, some days you spend let's say $30 an ice. You understand? That's for a boat to work for the day, right? If you're working day and night, you might spend $60, $70 an ice. You understand? It all depends on the amount of fish you hold too. And then I will tell you something. The carrot and kingfish might have the price, but then all the cheap fish where you're holding, right? They will be in abundance, plenty. You have to use a lot of ice to ice it, and then get next to nothing fish, like the catfish, the cockroach, like the
Because nobody eats that.
Yes, they eat it, but it makes style. Everybody like that, you won't believe it. They like the mullet, they like everything, and everybody want it free. But my children has daughters, girls, right? And I would like them to be there, right? But they don't want to do that because they know how I had it hard. I fight up and they see me struggling over the years that they're growing up, right? But thank the Lord that they had their education. I have been able to send my daughter to UE. You understand? My daughters and them get big out. They have the degree, Thank the Lord for that.